Hey YouTube, this is Tang from Team RW, and this is Ray Dye, and he got third at Ohio Regionals this weekend. Do you want any shout-outs before we start?
Yeah, so first of all, shout outs to Team RW, best sponsor, best team. Shout outs to Tang behind the camera for getting first place and winning it all. Shout outs to Max, who bought me dinner after the regional, and Jabron for driving there and back. What a champ. Everyone from Michigan who was there, who was cheering me on, Chung, Tone, Brady, Josh, Dexter, Carlos, Sam. There are a few others, but they know who they are. Shout outs to them as well. Shout outs also to our local game stores who do their best to support all the players who compete, mostly Eternal, RW, and Pando. And let's get into the profile.
Awesome.
So I played Adventure Sky Striker, 40 cards. I think you don't need to play more than 40. It's honestly
40.
So 3 rows, 2 rows. In 40, 1 rose is usually standard, but I decided to bump her up because sometimes there are just games where I did not see my striker engine at all, and I would just be playing like Brave DP control, which was a little boring to me. So I bumped her up to 2. 3 Enchantress, 1 Griffin for the adventure stuff. Really strong package. I don't like playing it, but like you kind of have to. DP bricks. Some of them.
Sometimes you draw it.
Sometimes you just draw them. Yeah. And then for my hand trap lineup, I played 3 Ash and 3 Imperm.
Okay. Why so little?
So I think since the branded stuff came out, I think hand traps got a lot worse. Ash is really only there because it hits branded fusion. Imperm stops Verte and like Alibur. So basically, the hand traps were designed or chosen to get around the branded decks, basically. Gotcha. And then for the spells, we have 1 Engage, best card in the game, 3 Widow, 1 Shark, 1 Afterburner, 1 Multi-Roll, and 1 Hornet Drones. This kind of sucks too if you open it with right, because then you have to like do this first. This was there mostly as an insurance policy. You don't actually need this card in this variant of the deck, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and like miss it a lot. It's really only there for grinding and like the control matchups. 3 Widow, like it's fine. It's really good. Like this package is really good on your turn 3, which is basically like you just steal other stuff and OTK them.
Gotcha.
And then for the other spells, we have Rite of Aramasur, Fateful, and Draco back. This is self-explanatory. Foolish and Rhoda for consistency. This is Enchantress. This adds Ray. Fusion Destiny. This is really nice to just hard draw. So you can just end on like Griffin Negate instead of having to use your adventure stuff for Verte. And then the last few spells I played were 3 Tactics and 3 Droplet. Really strong cards. Every time I saw this, I won the game. I only saw it 4 times though. I didn't really activate this that much. I mostly used it for damage step stuff, but it's still like really strong since you're not playing that many hand traps. This helps you break board.
No call by the grave?
No call by the grave. If you really wanted to, you could probably replace the multi-roll for it. But I feel like since Striker is inherently really resilient to hand traps, you don't need cards like call by the grave. Usually you'll be fine. And then you also have tactics to like punish hand traps anyway.
Gotcha.
So tokens, what's in, and then so for the extra, I had 3 Kagari, 2 Shizuku, 2 Hayate, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke. These are pretty standard ratios now, especially for this variant. I wouldn't go less or more on these. If you ever need a third one of this, third Shizuku, you're probably losing the game. Kaina. You can argue against, but I'd rather have it, right? I never really summoned. I only summoned her once, and I was like losing that game anyway. But yeah, Zeke is actually really good in this deck because you use it to clear your zones so you can activate your engage or your widows or just to break a board with to bait out in the gate. super strong card. Link Spider, Anaconda, DPE for your Brave package. Dark, Unicorn, and Access Code. I never made these, but this comes up for this. Also, you can just clear like 2 monsters instead of just like your standard 1 with this from your main zone. This just kills people. All really standard, all really good cards. And for the side deck, so I only saw like 1 card, or resolved 1 card from my side deck all weekend, which was DD Crow. Yeah, it was. I only activated once. It's really good against Alubers, or not Aluber, Albion and Brandon Red, which Ghost Belt also helps. But yeah, the one time I saw Bell, it got called by the grave, so it didn't really matter. 3 Drone Lockbird. This is for the crazy like search decks and stuff. This was like for Flanders, mainly for Flanders is why I put it in here. Didn't see it, didn't matter. There can be only one. Same reason. They're for Flanders and other mono type decks. 3D Bear, never saw it, but it's for Sword Soul and Despia. And lastly, 3 Cosmic for Back Row Hate. Also Flanders, never saw it.
Was there any changes that you probably do to your side or extra?
I'd probably change around the side. I hate to say it, but I still have like this huge Flanders problem. I don't really know how to solve it at the moment, but I would figure something out. But I like the main deck. The side deck, I'm never really happy with my side decks, but it's that just needs more theorying to work out.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ray, and congratulations on your toss, man.
Thank you.